Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. So, yesterday, uh, I was with some of my friends, and then there was this, maybe somebody had rumors that General Muhoozi, what he has decided to do, it is to tell each and every person who is a foreigner in Uganda to vacate. Okay, I tried to check on it, on the rumors where it was coming from, but I did not see the beginning of anything like that. But what I came and realized, and I told them, one of the most troubling things is Africans, we are enemies of ourselves. And who is causing that? Because other countries are trying to pull such a thing, like South Africa, what they did. They did something like that. It didn't end up well, because what it caused people disliking them. It can cause war. It can cause their people to be killed, because trust me, in each and every African country, there is a person from each and every African country who is there working, putting more effort on his life. It's not that. It depends on where you have gotten some good opportunities. If myself, I got a good opportunity in maybe in Zimbabwe, maybe Lesotho, maybe Cape Verde, I will go. But those friends of mine, what they ended up speaking, it was a little bit shocking on my side. How can you say, let him chase those people, they go back to their own country? Yet, the person who is saying that, he is here in Kenya. You see, now if all of us Africans become enemies of our own selves, who are we going to be the visitors of? Sometimes I usually like just walking and seeing different areas, what they are doing. I was just checking. So, if we become enemies of our own self, so that one is not going even to become like the what we are fighting for the Pan-Africanism. Yes. Now that one is trying. You're trying to mean to us that if you're Ugandan, you're not supposed to be in Kenya, and if you're Kenyan, you're not supposed to be in Tanzania. Okay, we are people who are living in the same area. We are East Africans, and without forgetting, we could be African United. We are fighting for inclusivity, borders to be opened, but now other people are having that mindset that each and every person should be in his own country. You see, that's one of the most stupid thing you as a human being could think of. Me, I'm of a different opinion, and I will be ever of a different opinion, because I believe this skull of mine is the same color, is the same blood, which all of us were sharing, despite me coming from Kenya, somebody's coming from Cape Verde, somebody's coming from Morocco, South Africa, Lesotho, Mozambique, Madagascar. All of us, we are of the same blood. Even those people, when you're just missing what is called the dark pigment in your blood, in your body, it doesn't make you a human being. It does not make you superpower towards each and every country which we are living into. Because my problem is that Most people think, and they have placed that each and everything which is dark is bad. No, it's not bad, because that's just a mentality which they placed in your head during the colonialism. Now that's what you're bringing, because people usually say that the colonialists were bad. They were not bad to me. What the colonialists did, they used just a small tactic. They went to our leaders, and who was those leaders? Like the chiefs are the ones who are selling the Africans to where? To slave trade. It's not that the Mzungu came and decided, let me put these Africans into slavery. Because if your leaders started it and encouraged it, for me, I cannot blame even a white person, because it started with them. Look like a place like Ethiopia. The reason why it was not colonized, because they stood firm and they stood together, they fought together. So you cannot be there saying that the colonialists were the ones who were bad. Our own African leaders are the ones who were bad. Like now, modernization, how it's going on, it's not a bad thing. But my problem is that when it comes to modernization, us as Africans, we copy most of the things from the Europeans. But what do Europeans copy from us? They don't copy anything. Look at something like what? These vegetables which us we are eating, which are growing naturally here. You see, like naturally here. These are food which Europeans, if you go to their supermarket, it's very expensive. But us, it's growing naturally. When they come here, they say that is weed. That's like the kienyeji food. Those people who know the kienyeji food, that's the local, like the morendas, like the peas leaves, the beans leaf, as we eat. Even that thing, I've forgotten the name. You see how when a banana is growing, there's that thing which after it has grown, where the banana comes in and then it leaves that stalk. Some people eat. The cassava leaves, people eat. And that's what is making us very strong. Because speaking the truth, can any African person eat burger and sleep? They can't. It was just some few days I was in TikTok, and then I saw something very interesting. It's called okoho in Nigeria. It's very sticky, very gooey. When you eat it pulling itself, that's the same as it's called what? The okra is the same as the morenda here, the same as here we call it nderema. Okay? And because the generation is going to a different level, a lot of intermarriages has happened, and that's what the Gen Zs are fighting for. Not like the way before it used that if you are Kisii, you marry a Kisii. Now, no, nowadays a Kisii marries a Kuria. Kuria decides to marry a Luya. Luya decides to marry a Kikuyu. Kikuyu decides to marry a Turkana. And that's our life. Decide, move out. Go out. Go and marry an Indian. And each and every person has his own personal life. If you want to marry a Chinese, go and marry a Chinese. If you want to go and marry a Bangladesh, go and marry. That's up to you. That's your own life. Because you can go and marry from any tribe. But having that perception that this country is bad, that's wrong. Chasing people away from your country, that's bad. Because there are some jobs which some of us can't do. and people from that different country can come. Like now we are having the Burundians here in Kenya. There are very many. They are selling coffee, donuts on the road, G-nuts on the road, socks on the road. Some Kenyans can't do such a job. Some are lazy, speaking the fact. Okay? Not each and every Kenyan will go on the road and decide to sell coffee, G-nuts, or maybe donuts. But the Burundians wake up very early in the morning. Yes, the problem which I have, and I think it is not them, it is the government, the wages which they are, for example, some Burundians now, they are working in the construction sector because they came and they were told a certain amount of money because they are foreigners. It's bringing the construction sector in terms of employment and payment going down, because I'm hearing that they are being paid 400 shillings. I don't know if that's the fact or it's not the fact. So that's now most of the people, they are saying Burundians should go back home, and now it has come into each and everybody's eyes, because some of the Somalis, they have IDs when as our own Kenyans don't have. Now that's not the problem of the people of Kenya, that's the problem of the government, because they want votes. And I hope you see all of these things, one day it will come to reveal. If the governments become strict with issuing out of the national IDs, now that one becomes better. And controlling in terms of employment, how much wage is being paid on each and every worker, for the best. So I don't know what is your own opinion when it comes to Pan-Africanism, because me, I have that as my own opinion, and I don't encourage anyone chasing anyone from the country because that they are living there. So please don't forget to subscribe on this video, like, share, comment, watch this video from the beginning to the end, and with that, peace out. See you tomorrow.